Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's about that time. It's time for Talk That Stuff. Talk That Stuff installment number set. Talk That Stuff. Talk That Stuff number 14 while we slam lockers. And I'm your host, DJ Wide Body. I got everybody here in the building. Once again, big shout out to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. They're down there gang banging, robbing Olympians. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today?
Good, man. Just chilling, man. Another day, another Sunday.
Hey, man, it's another
Feeling
Sunday.
good, feeling great.
Big shout out to G Hop's hairline.
Yeah.
Congratulations. One more time. I'm burying it now. No more. We got Dixie Freely in the building. I am Digger Mondane, a.k.a. I am Digger Hertz. We got Fat Von from Japan. We got newly acquired hairline, newly acquired haircut, G Hop. The Barber, Beefcake. RTO. We got Wade. And I am DJ Body. Man, a lot of stuff going on in the world. How's everybody? Once again. How was you guys' week? Anybody drop anything? Anybody doing anything? Anything special?
On work, man. Full sale life, you know what I mean? Just straight up work.
All right, with the Reason plugin, you using Reason to trigger your drum sounds now?
I really feel like that was an epiphany for me because I never thought of that. I don't know why I didn't, but it was so obvious. Like I was trying to chop like the drums in the pro, and it was like nah.
So okay, let's rewind this. You using Reason to trigger drum sounds?
No. I'm using Reason as a instrument plugin in Pro Tools, so I can use like redrum and Reason, and that translates directly.
So you just rewiring it basically, right?
Yeah, and I never done that before because my computers couldn't handle it before, but with the new MacBook, it can physically handle such processes. So.
Welcome to 2016, homie.
Yeah, man. Like,
Yeah, welcome to electricity and shit.
yo.
You know how you look like? G Hop? Look like Joe Button's little brother. That's who you look like.
Yeah. I don't know what he looks like, so you know what I mean.
Well, check him out.
Pretty ugly.
Oh.
Oh man.
I'm a good-looking fellow. I don't got a front about it. I just know it. You know what I mean?
That's what I would say that too if I look like you, cuz. I'm messing with you, Miles.
That's funny.
Looks like your boy Usain Bolt took the 100-meter again. He's
a beast, man.
Walked him down. Gatlin was up front. Gatlin was 34 years old. But Usain Bolt had a bad start, but he hawked him down and took him, man. Big shout out to Lockheed. Just got jacked in Brazil. He got robbed at gunpoint down there.
Oh, what, Ryan Lockheed?
Yeah.
The swimmer? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you good?
Okay.
Yeah,
I tried to rob him too. If he, I mean, shoot.
Gosh.
That's funny.
G Hop, aka Coat Button.
Yo.
No, he look like a cross between Drake and Bud. That's Aubrey Buttons right there, man.
I'm not a Drake fan, so don't even start me on that clown.
Waffle colored ass, man. Look like a straight Eggo waffle, dog.
Hey, yo, G
Yo, here's the thing. Like, I lose my skin color when I'm in the gym for so long. Like, I start to decolor.
Please, hey, wide body.
What's up?
Yo, let's get off talking about G Hop. I'm gonna go in. Let's go.
Right. Hey, we'll be here all night talking about G Hop, man.
Exactly.
Let's talk. Yeah, please.
hey, the man of the hour is my man Digger Hertz. Filling the live videos. You got a lot of new additions to the family. The museum got another piece. What's going on?
Go ahead, Hertz.
Hey, okay. So first of all, let me.
It ain't even his.
Yeah, I know it's not his.
It's not mine, man. It's just the fact that it's in my possession. He was like, "Yo, my homeboy I had sent him a video last night on the beat I did. He said, man, you ain't had my baby but, man, 2 hours, and you already abusing her. And, man, all I could do was laugh, man. It was just so hilarious, man.
That video was classic, man. You had all this something we seen. I said, who's 5,000? He said, Dick. I was like, oh, heck.
Why everybody hit me up like, man, what's wrong with you?
Hey, Hurts. That Hastings are closing across the United States, so there's one in Clarksville. Hastings has been my favorite store since I was a kid, man.
Really?
They got the one in Clarksville. I'm telling you, the one in Clarksville has a bunch of records and nobody messes
I'll
with
be
it.
back, y'all.
So go up there, and then once you leave the Hastings, there's right across the street. There's a CD warehouse, and they got vinyl in there too.
Dude, man, look here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say, you know what? I'd rather spend it on vinyl than to buy another piece of hardware. So okay.
Man.
I'm telling you, it's worth a 3-hour drive. And man.
If I would have known about the Hastings joint when I was down at the Creation Museum in Kentucky, right on the border of Cincinnati, I saw that there's a Hastings up in there, Indiana.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the place, but I was like, I was only like an hour away. Now I'm 5.5 hours.
They're not shutting down till October though. They're not shutting down. I hate that I'm overseas. That's my favorite store in the world, dog.
Wow.
To me, it's like Blockbuster meets Barnes and Noble meets meets a record store meets a guitar store, because some of them got guitars in them, and magazines. Man. And it's my favorite store of all time.
Yo, let me tell you.
That's pretty
I walked out with 31 records yesterday.
Jeez.
And when the dude rung me up, it was 57 and some change. But when he tacked on the 30% off, that knocked it down to my price all the way down to $38. And the only reason why it was $38 because I bought some outer sleeves for the record. So actually the records cost me $28, and the sleeves cost $10. So
congratulations, and nobody cares, but congratulations.
Hey, you don't want just got you singing Hastings praise, brother. I'm just adding on to what you just said.
I know I got but my hater in me is kind of mad too. You know, I'm conflicted.
Man, I came across I don't know how many of you guys are. I know Pat Vaughn might know who this is. Uriah Heep, the group Uriah Heep.
Yeah, bitch, I love them. Don't get me started on Uriah.
Dude, I came across this live album. It's just a 2-record deal. It's
been great talking. It's been great talking with y'all, man. It's too early in the morning to hear this shit, man. God, dog.
How many beats have you made with that 5,000 hertz?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Only two.
All right.
Matter of fact, just 2, and after that I plugged my 3,000 back up.
Is that you threw away the first one? Is that considered that one, or 2 others after the first one?
Actually, the one I posted last night, I ended up saving it because Artil said don't throw it away, so I didn't throw it away.
Yeah, man, please don't.
And,
so Digga, can you compare and contrast the 3,000 and 5,000 in terms of what you like?
Yes, sir. Right? Yes, sir. That's why I plugged the 3,000 back up. Don't get me wrong. I like the 5,000, but all it did was remind me of why it's nothing but the 2,500 on steroids.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same. You know, it's the same to me. It's the same except for a little small things and the cosmetic stuff, but it's a 2,500 to me still. So
I know.
How much
for me,
sample time do you have on the 3,000?
The 3,000, I got mine's maxed out. So whatever, I can get like about 5-6 minutes audio.
Oh, okay. And you don't even need that. Yeah.
No, I don't.
Man,
But it's nice to have.
I know when I went from the 1,000 to the 4, the biggest thing that I loved about the 4 is you had dedicated buttons for your programs, sample buttons, all that.
Yeah. That's nice. Instead of
having to press mode and hit a pad to get to where you need to get to. So all your parameters.
Yeah, I hate that. See, I guess my MPC experience is a little messed up because mine is all based off of can I play a live instrument while it's going. So I love the 1,000, the JJ operating system.
Yeah.
Hated the 2000 XL with a passion. And then
why?
I love because I couldn't record my bass guitar into it the way I wanted to.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but besides that though, I guess I shouldn't say, but besides that, it was dope.
See, now the Ren in the studio is super dope for that because you can just record live.
The Ren is doper. Right, the Ren is doper than the studio because of the fact that if he wants to plug his guitar into the Ren, he can do it just like that and be that much closer.
Yeah.
So but that's why I like the 4,000 because I can record my bass and guitar. I can mic a guitar amp with the 4,000. So that's why I love it, man. I've been using it heavy for the last 4 days now, man. Oh my God.
Does anybody have any problems with the Ren's inputs for? Yeah, I sent you a message, Hertz. I know you were probably busy or whatever, but I got I'm trying to take audio from anything on the computer, and and in, so I'm going in from my my Presonus into the Renaissance in the back there,
Right.
and I'm getting crazy feedback. Like it's just got this digital hiss in the background.
Let me
I
ask you
can't
a question.
Yep.
Do you have a loop back function
A
on your
what?
PreSonus?
Shut.
Make sure it's not hitting the fan.
Does it have a what?
A loop back function. Like I know on the Sapphire, I have a function to where I can actually record into the RIM without even having to have anything hooked up to the RIM.
No.
Yo, firewire ass.
Wait, which Presonus joint do you have?
I just have the very basic audio box USB.
Yeah, that's why I asked, because I have that too.
Yeah.
You know
And
what?
it doesn't have a loop back function.
Do you have two outs though?
I have two.
Do you have like two separate outs?
So on the back, all I have is a headphone jack, and then I have the outs for my monitors, right? So what I did was I got this Behringer that I've had since 2000, 2005, 2006. This Eurorack UB802. It's this little joint right here. I'll hold it up.
I can help you with it. Oh, okay, you got one of those.
That
now let me
little
ask you a question. Now is that?
Oh yeah, you can use that.
That's what I thought. So I got my monitors plugged into the control room out there, right?
Right.
And then then I have RCA from the tape into the outputs, into the outputs of my Presonus, so that I can flip between my headphones and my outside monitors.
Right.
But now on the Presonus, like in the front, I got my mic jacks, and I could take two quarter-inch cables,
right,
and then plug them into the REN. But an audio reads, but it's just got this digital feedback. I can't get around it. Like anything I do.
I help you with it. I help you.
It's pretty easy.
I help you with it. But
especially you got that mixer.
Yeah, when you hit me up earlier, man, I had took a nap, man, because I was I'm telling you something. I was heated. I was heated about today, man. This morning, that fucked my whole day up pretty much.
I gotcha.
They
took your stuff down.
Man, it took it down.
Man, that's nuts.
Talk about it. Talk about it. What happened?
All right, okay, bust it. Like I was giving the backstory when I did the video. I gave the backstory to how I came about to making the beat or whatever. So what happened was, a good friend of mine. He's not a producer, but he loves music and he knows music. So he's like, hey, I got a song that I want you to flip. I want to hear how you flip it. And I'm like, all right, cool. You send it to me. So he sent it to me. It just so happened to be that particular song. And so I listened to it. I'm like, man, I'm not messing with that. It wasn't until I saw Jay Mitch do like a 90s beat that he flipped. I said, okay, I think I can do that then. So let me go see what that sample is. So I found it, and I chopped it up until about, I want to say about 64 slices or whatever, and I went in. But where I messed up was, there's an intro to the beat, and I played the intro with her, with her singing or whatever, and that's why they nabbed it down, because they never would have got it off the chops alone.
What site was this?
Facebook
Live.
Facebook Live?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
like a serious thing. So it was like,
Wow. They're probably gonna take my stuff down too, then.
That's why I prefaced the other video by saying, hey, okay, let's try this shit again. Cause I was gonna get that beat to be heard. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, Facebook.
The thing is, because YouTube has been getting pressure from, Facebook has been getting pressure from YouTubers because people are jacking people's videos, downloading people's videos on YouTube and posting the whole video up on Facebook. So they're going after copyright stuff like that. So that's why they're cracking down on that, and they're cracking down on Facebook and on Instagram. So that's why they're doing that. Wow. But it's still kind of to me, it's bullshit though.
Would you want to Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
No, I'm just saying I'm in the same lane as Hurts, man. It's kind of bullshit. It's like, yo, this dude just making beat, man. He ain't making no music.
Exactly.
Or he ain't, he ain't stealing nobody's shit and just like, I don't know, selling it right there on the spot, but whatever.
Nah, I was just, it's like we just use that platform to showcase, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
man, it's just bullshit.
We do what we do, but, the thing about it is, in that particular form, I'm not saying, hey, man, it's House of Presses, man, hey, the highest bidder, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, and the thing is, and then you got a dude with a platform that's got, like, pages, like, you got certain these viral pages. They got 2.6 million likes. They download somebody's shit off YouTube and put it on their site and get paid for it.
Absolutely.
They ain't shutting their shit down, but they shutting us down. Like, come on.
Yeah, but you know the odd part about all this is that this is like the second week consecutively that some shit like this has happened to this collective. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, well, it's happened for the last 3 weeks with Stolen Drums. He been getting hit up, man, because his beats and chill sessions, man. It's just crazy.
But what's going to happen is we're gonna have to come up with a platform. I was thinking this earlier today. Like this is so the reason why I need to be trying to, for the lack of a better term, get my own real estate. Because if I have my own real estate and I'm only privy to doing stuff now, it's crazy, man. It's like they're taking the absolute. They taking the road. They taking the road less traveled or the road that they need to check. I don't know. All I know is that
I can't blame them because they're getting a lot of pressure.
Right. I understand that part, but it's just the fact that there are almost no more forums for you to express yourself in a certain way.
Yeah, just without having your own website.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta have your own website. Number one.
Have your own real estate. So I'm working toward that.
Let me ask you this: was this on Scratch Mag? Was
it on that group? And it's the same time it happened to Gadget, because this is Gadget. Yeah. That's Gadget. You know what I'm saying? So.
Wow.
I'm telling y'all, man, I struggled today. The second beat I put up with the 3000, I struggled to put that up there because I was like, you know what? I don't want to make nothing to put it on here no more.
One thing I like, that as far as getting your own real estate, man, is that the Facebook, you get not really, if you do it on your page, you get passed by as you make it public. On your own domain, hey, I think it should be a collective thing, man. I think you really should consider doing this as a collective, man.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I've been saying that. Yeah, I've been saying that for a while, man. That's what I'm saying. Look at all the dope collectors out there.
True.
Yeah, man. I'm like, you're gonna end up having a super chop. You're gonna have to pretty much get your sample ready and all that before you even go live. Like you can't play the sample and then chop it up live because that's that.
But here's the thing though, RTO. If you look at every beat that I've done in the live situation, I always preview the sample all the time. Yeah. Now I don't know whether that's because for the fact that I'm sampling off vinyl off a lot of it, and the fact that this was a digital. I don't know what was the whistleblower on that. Mm-hmm. All I know is that they snatched it down as soon as I got through. I hit the done button. It was gone. I was like, wait a minute, like.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's funny because I did mine the same way, and as far as I know, they still up. I have to go check.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Dixie, and you got the classic status page. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that you're doing anything to, you're not capitalizing off of it, but we just
we're sharing music.
We're sharing music.
Hey, real quick, hey Hertz, for the playback and for the listeners, can you tell us what the criteria was for them to snatch it down so people will know, please?
Copyright infringement, pretty much.
Yeah,
same thing that happened to you with the Frankie Beverly joint when you first started doing Talk That Stuff.
Is this on live or is it on? Can you?
Period. No, just period.
Okay.
Period, man. This is all across the board here.
So you guys hear that? You gotta expect to get it snatched down. If I think it's crazy, man. But it's a deeper meaning to all this. Is because if hip hop and people who do hip hop music weren't gaining anything, or if it wasn't as lucrative and as popular as it is, if it wasn't that, all these vultures out here who own copyrights, just because they know it's a lucrative thing, we wouldn't even be having this discussion. All right.
And there's a lot of people, and it's a lot of people who eat off hip hop don't even fucking love hip hop. So
culture vultures, man.
So that's the thing. So you got a lot of culture vultures that own copyright, that own masters and copyrights and things. So that's their little. Well, I hear you fine. Just because.
No financial gain out of snatching your stuff down, like you said. You wasn't trying to.
Well, I was
so surprised.
I got a friend of mine that works for a company in Nashville. That's his job, is he goes and finds the stuff online that copyright claims and stuff, and he finds that there are people that there's companies set up right now that are looking for people that are doing this kind of stuff.
Right.
There's this couple.
Pretty crazy.
I just checked mine. It's still up for now.
There's this couple.
I don't care. They can take it down.
There's a couple on YouTube that do D&B Nation. They got like 20,000 subscribers a day average, man. All they do is go to other people's videos and do reactions. They go to World Star. They're pulling all their stuff.
Yeah, they're getting hit up too though. They're getting their stuff hit because that's bullshit.
Yep.
But here's the thing though. Facebook Live that's a private group. Now, I can understand if I did that like on my page where it's public, but this is a private page and you snatch that down. But I understand copyright laws, all that good stuff. I'm cool with that. But damn, dude, I don't even post live on my particular page. Maybe I should have, but I don't. I say the muted stuff. I save that stuff for, the community or whatever. But it's all good. It's always a way to get around. You can't stop the sun from shining. So
damn right. Let them know, man. Hey, speaking of public, I want to get everyone's reaction. I know it's probably played out by now on Malia Obama. What's your reaction on that? What do you think?
I don't have a reaction. She normal. Just because you're in the White House don't mean, hey, daddy smoke weed. You smoke weed. Shit, hey.
Yeah, I don't care about nobody's kids, man.
Right. You think they're making a big deal about this? I mean,
they make a big deal out of everything Obama does.
Man, exactly. Ronald Reagan's daughter, one of his daughters, his only daughter, she was a hoe. His son was a dope head, and they consider him one of the greatest presidents, the greatest president ever lived.
Did we forget that Bill Clinton did his thing in the White House? I mean, it don't get no worse than that.
Right. What about the Bush shit? The Bush kids, they was wilding out. Nobody said nothing about that.
But hold up.
I mean, we had a president that was a cokehead.
And a mayor of D.C.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Wallace.
At the same time, Malia is 18 years old, and at this stage of her life, I work with 18-year-olds all the time. You know what I'm saying? At this stage of her life, she has to have enough game to understand the terrain with which she operates.
I agree with that.
I'm not mad at her for, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at her for experimenting and, it's a normal part of American teenage life. I don't trip off that. But consider the fact that the girl that shot the video was a close acquaintance of hers that was able to capitalize off that situation and cake off for her entire family. And she has to understand that. I mean, even if you ain't famous, one thing I teach our kids is, don't let somebody buy you a ticket to a show you don't know about. You know what I'm saying? Just by being in a situation. I mean, bruh, all of us have made mistakes, but she has to, at this point in her life, she has to understand the fact that her actions have the ability to affect legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not mad at her for smoking weed. I'm mad at her for putting herself in that situation where somebody had the ability to take advantage of her. Because the truth is, all eyes are on her. All eyes on that family.
Right, and
that family's reputation is impeccable. You know what I'm saying? Above board, no dirt, no ridiculousness. You know what I'm saying? And she jeopardized all that. And I mean, she young, she stupid, she'll learn from it. She gonna move on with the rest of her life, But I mean, I can only imagine what Michelle said to her.
Oh no, she got some straightening.
So pop, like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Malia, I used to smoke a little weed myself, and like,
shit, I bet he didn't.
Shit, hey, but you in Wallace, you begin to learn. How old is your daughter?
My daughter's 3 years old.
3 years old, and in about 8 more years, when or 9 more years, when she gets to, she's gaining understanding and she learning herself. Your wife gonna have some words for you, and you're gonna be like, you know what, hey, baby, your mama right, but you just you're gonna be the buffer. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be the voice of reason.
Yeah, exactly. He had to be the buffer because like you said, I'm pretty sure Michelle told her new asshole.
Michelle look like she don't play that
at all.
Yeah,
but you gotta understand scope.
But you're right though, man. You're right. I do agree with you on that part. See, the thing about it is it was captured. It was captured. It was captured. Like you said, twerking. I ain't got no problem with you twerking. Just don't let me see the shit. Cause like I said, I'm on the internet. If I was searching on the internet and I see my daughter on the internet, man, fuck me in a
Be heartbroken.
fuck me in a buffer. I'm gonna be kicking down the door like what the hey.
Go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
telling you,
It's all about
So
discretion, man.
right,
It's all
right.
about
Yes, sir.
discretion.
Because I
right.
hold my daughter in high regard. I'm not saying she's perfect, and she's gonna make her
When you
mistakes
deal
too.
Hey Tim, just throw
right
something and
when
hit
you
me if I'm talking
when
too
you
loud.
deal
Just a
with when
second.
you deal with young people,
Just throw
when you
something
deal
out,
with
hit me
young
if I end
people,
up talking too loud.
You
the
say
thing
what?
that the thing that they miss out, obviously they don't have the experience to be able to peep game a certain way,
Right.
but then they also don't have the understanding of scope and scale, like how it's a chain react. It's everything is cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? And we as adults in a lot of situations struggle with that as well. But
Oh
at
yeah,
the
no
end of the
doubt.
day, they really don't get a chance to see if I make this decision, it will lead to this. It can't be because our job as adults that care about young
You
people
okay with
is
me
to
using the
minimize
soldering iron?
risk. You got to
Sure. Okay.
minimize
Thanks, man.
risk. So I don't know. I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed because she has the capabilities of being able to do anything. I
Right.
don't expect her to be perfect, but I expect her to have enough game about herself. Like, bitch, you Malia Obama. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
I tell my daughter, not my daughter 3, I be like, we don't do that. You a Wallace. Wallaces don't do that.
There you go.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I
There
Do
you
you
mean?
mind
Yeah.
if
go.
I unplug?
So it's
Oh
just
yeah, I got
that's
you.
crazy.
I got you. I got
Hey,
you.
Wade, you've been sitting in
Thanks,
the
man.
corner quiet, bro. What's your weighing on this, man?
Honestly, I didn't know about it. This is the first I'm hearing about it, but I think discretion is the key word. It's you gotta know your family's in the spotlight. Like you gotta kind of like act accordingly. And I mean, you live and you learn. But I think that the idea that um, it's not only your actions in your life, like things you do are gonna directly affect your family. So
Yeah.
you gotta and when you get to that point also you gotta realize that it's not always just about you. Like we're all selfish to some degree, so you
Right.
gotta look like, hey, I'm gonna make mom look bad, I'm gonna make pops look bad, and you gotta kind of have that kind of ingrained in you.
Gotta be rough
Right.
on her. She's an 18-year-old kid. She's going through life, and she's under a microscope. It's
Oh,
gotta
no
be
doubt.
hard.
And the thing I think
Absolutely.
that I didn't see the video, but I'm like, yo, I'm sitting here puffing on the doobie, and you sitting here recording me like, no, bitch, give me that phone.
Right.
You don't do that, nah.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
what I was
part
gonna
I never
ask. I didn't
understand.
know. I
Why
was
they
like,
let people record them?
Right.
And she got
yeah,
killers on the payroll. I'm surprised
Right.
somebody ain't snatched that shit.
For
Like, bitch,
real. Heck yeah.
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah. That's what
saying?
I was gonna ask. I didn't see the video. I'm like, did she know she was being recorded or?
I
Right.
would have snatched the shit out of that
Well, I'm
phone.
sure. I'm sure the real life Olivia Pope has gotten that call. Judy Smith has gotten
Right.
that call to handle this situation.
Hey, be like Dave Chappelle, like was on Killing Me Softly. He was like, he said it had to be tough for John F. Kennedy, man, when he was fucking with Marilyn Monroe. She come out in that cake, happy birthday,
You got.
Mr. President. Like, no, bitch, my family. Like, no,
I got a wife. Man, I'm married, man. No, I got a wife.
yeah, come
Right,
on, dog.
right,
Nah,
right.
but I wholeheartedly agree with both what Wallace and Wade said.
Or it
Yeah, I look at it like it's a foolishness, but at the same time, I'm not going to get that down on her because when the person in the driver's seat has done a much worse, and we accepted that and forgot all about that, then I'm
right.
gonna forget about this tomorrow.
So
Dick
I
Cheney
agree.
shot somebody. Dick Cheney shot somebody and made them take the blame for it.
right, and
It don't get no
apologize to
worse
him.
than
Real,
that.
Yeah, talk to him,
real
Dixie.
talk though.
Hold on. Repeat that.
Dick Cheney
Dixie.
shot somebody and made him take
Oh
the
yeah,
blame
yeah,
for it.
oh, yeah. No doubt, no doubt. Yeah.
And
So
Yeah,
he
when we get to that
apologized.
level of stuff, then come tap me on the shoulder.
But I can vaguely. I remember the
But I'm not
Bush
excusing
thing.
what she did. She played
No.
herself. You should never play
Yeah.
yourself like that.
Yeah.
Right.
You want to smoke some weed? Go in the bathroom. Go in the stall and live life. But don't be the star. But like I'm kind of biting on what Wallace said. But don't be a star of a movie that you ain't agreed to act in.
Right.
Right. I'm more so addressing the media more so than you guys because I know how they gonna spin it, you know.
Right.
But but just speaking to her, yeah, you can't play yourself like that, man,
Right. I
because you
mean,
already know what it is.
and she's 18. People gonna forget about it. People may fuck with her about it, but I mean, look at Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps got caught blazing up a couple years ago, and he's now America's hero. America's
And
hero.
that dude, and he ain't stopped blazing. He just a little more
showed
discretionary. He's more discretionary with it. Man, trust me, that dude, when the medals he done won, he had to been high.
Right,
man.
Hey, I wanted to.
Oh, I got to talk about that, man. So I went to. I kind of posted about it on Facebook. So yesterday, my daughter's her school had a back to school water party.
Yeah. Well, you were all over the place that day.
So nobody was down on the Olympic sized pool. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go down here, man, because I've been watching the Olympics. So I'm feeling all inspired, and I get on that man. I get out there on that board. I'm like, I back right on up.
Wow. Hey, you were a busy man that day, man. I was seeing you chronicle everything. Man.
Yeah, man. I went to a wedding. I was half asleep in that because we didn't get off the hangout till like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Went to a wedding.
By the time I had woke up, man, it was about 4:30. Y'all was already.
We had just got off then.
Yeah.
I wanna piggyback off the marijuana thing, and big things coming up now is, people are starting to really, about the alcohol and weed, and saying that, alcohol is worse than weed, and I'm no pothead. I've never really been a pothead, not saying I've never tried it before, but thinking it's getting to a place where, marijuana is, some old people think if you smoke marijuana, that's dope. You might as well smoke crack. And I want to get you guys
not the same.
Well, wait a minute. Now the weed that they were smoking when the chronic was out ain't the weed that they smoking nowadays.
Real talk.
Talk to
exactly.
Speaking right.
Talk to him.
You know what I'm saying? These cats is out here smoking stuff that's like 50% concentrated THC.
Right.
Even Snoop Dogg was on an interview the other day talking about that stuff called moon rock.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just speaking about that.
It's weed with
Keef
weed with wax
and
inside
hash.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, now you know how much bud Snoop smoked. Snoop was like, man, I can't mess with that, dog. And then Snoop turning it down.
And also,
ain't touching none of that.
you got so many additives, like weed in its purest form. I'm not a smoker, and I've never been one, but I know a lot of potheads to this day.
Oh yeah.
Old ones, young ones, but I do know for a fact. I had a friend of mine who works in like the toxicology, and they do all the lab work and stuff at for an agency, and they were telling me like most of the stuff they get on the streets nowadays, it's laced with so much other stuff that it ain't. It's liable to kill you because it's mixed with so much other stuff that it's not really weed in its purest form.
Not just weed anymore.
Right. So that's like I used to have this thing where out west, well over here they call it primo, and it's when cats used to sprinkle cocaine in they weed.
Oh yeah.
And
basically.
then you got people used to dip it in sherm and
smoking boobs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So like anytime you're taking something out of its purest form and you making it ceased to be what it intended to be or whatever.
Well, also the problem with it's like heroin had a saying back in the day called "chasing the dragon," and so if you're chasing that high and you're trying to go to the next level and the next level, that's when you start getting people experimenting by adding this stuff and doing that and adding this and adding it and adding that, and like basically piggybacking off what you just said, you're taking it out of its purest form, which I mean weed in its purest form, my goodness, there's all sorts of medicinal purposes, there's all sorts of stuff that hemp is. Man, I seen a video where a lady had this child that was like really, really severely inflicted with some type of not palsy, but some type of something that he would go into.
Seizures, right? I've seen that.
Seizures.
Yeah.
And she rubbed hemp oil on his feet.
Epileptic seizures or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that.
Now, granted, I only saw the video. I mean, I don't know the whole side of the story, but man, there's so many beneficial.
Right. There's a strand called Charlotte's Web that they give to seizure patients, and this lady, it's kind of funny, right? This lady, her daughter went from having 300 seizures a day to 30 a day. And they put her on Charlotte's Web.
Damn.
I mean, it has its benefits, but with anything, I don't care what drug it is. If you abuse it, you're going to abuse it, and it's going to be bad for you. You know.
And it's chasing the high. It's like I'm high. Can I get higher next time?
Because everybody who's initially like your first time, you spend the rest of your time trying to rediscover that first time, and it don't happen.
Yeah. It's like cats, they just trying to. I want to like for me, like 'cause I used to smoke, and I was never that dude that when he hears
hella chronic.
Yeah, true, very true, very true. But yeah, it's like I was never that dude that wanted to sit here and smoke like hella blunts a day or whatever. Like I smoke,
maybe.
Yeah, I'm like I wasn't like if only time I was smoking a lot if I was with a gang of people and we all smoking. But just like for me, if I'm smoking by myself, it's like maybe a half a blunt a day or whatever, if that. I'm just a couple of puffs and I'm good.
I can tell you what. I fuck around with this Mega Millions for like 300 million. Oh, I'm gonna go find a dope man. Well, I shouldn't probably say that on live TV.
But it's like nowadays.
You don't get your fix, right?
Hey, I'm gonna find me a QP, brother.
It's like nowadays, it's like people, just like you were saying, like, it's like joking. They just trying to go like super crazy with it. It's like.
Right. I'm trying to out high you.
It's like the whole damn thing. It's like I was just watching videos on it. If for those who smoke, if you smoke some and you be straight for like 3-4 hours or whatever. This whole dabbing thing, you hit the dab or whatever. They say you get this crazy ass high, and it lasts for like 10 minutes. Then you want to hit it again. You down there on crackhead status.
It's not weed then. If you're doing it to like that, it ain't weed. It's just a weed hybrid. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is anyway.
Some of those people ain't got nothing to do. And the other group of those people are trying to escape their realities.
Yeah. Right.
So my reality is not that painful where I gotta go smoke like that.
Yep.
And like I said, nobody's reality is that bad. It's just that we live in we live in an area in the world, man, where excess is everything. You know what I'm saying?
It's a fad too.
Yeah, but reason I say that because I have a lot of alcoholics in my family. Mm-hmm. And one day I just sat down and I just analyzed it and it hit me. It's like these guys that are my uncles, basically. They 50 plus years old, living at home with mama and daddy. My grandparents still to this day. They didn't finish school. They can't get a job. So it's like that's their escape. That's the only sense I can make of it. Well, like why do you need to get drunk every day? Like, why do you need to drink alcohol every single day?
Well, if you wake up every day like, man, I really fucked over that young lady who I was gonna marry. Now she a doctor. Hey man, let's go get a tall can real quick. Not saying that because we all have. I have an uncle like right now that man, for years, dude, he stayed pissy, dude, stayed pissy drunk, and it wasn't until his last go around, his last hospital visit, man, where he had like holes in his liver and holes in his kidneys, and man, it just went down. It was bad for him, man. It was touch and go. We thought we was gonna lose him. When he came out of it, he changed, but in the process of all that. He only had one child, man, and he told the alien that his drinking affected his relationship with his son. And his son just passed away. My cousin just passed away like in April, man. He was like 41 years old. And I think the biggest regret is the fact that he didn't have that relationship with him that he wanted, but alcohol was the wedge in between their relationship.
Yeah. Yep. So, that's the same thing with my cousin and who's the same age as me, but more like brothers. And his dad, the uncle I was talking about, exact same relationship. And it's crazy to watch them two interact, man. It can go left at any time.
Because the first time I met him, we didn't even know, because like I said, on my dad's side, on his mother's side of the family, because my dad got two sides, but we all the grandkids kind of grew up close, so we all know one another. So when they were like, well, your uncle got a kid, we're gonna bring over here his birthday, we're gonna throw him a birthday party and blah blah blah. Like, wait a minute, hold up. We ain't asking no new cousins and shit. Who's this? But he older than the cat was older. He was older than I was. So I remember the birthday party. My uncle came in drunk, cursing and acting belligerent and stuff. Man, he was drunk out of his mind.
MacGyver? What is MacGyver over there doing?
Black Guyver.
You on, man?
Oh, my bad.
Bad Bun Mundane. Insane Mundane.
My bad about that. Hey, go ahead, Harris. Go ahead.
But no, but it's just I remember that. I remember that so because he was my cousin wasn't used to that because he didn't grow up in that house where there was drinking and all this stuff. So he wasn't used to that. You know what I'm saying? So, but that really shaped the way that he treated his father going forward. Because I remember I saw him one weekend on the avenue. I was like, yo, what's up, cousin? I'm talking to him. You talk to your dad? He was like, man, fuck that dude. I was like, oh shit. Like, man, that's my uncle, man. Like, but that's your dad though. Like all right, man, we gonna get on out of here. But he passed away like in April, man. Due to he had a car accident, man, where he was severely injured and stuff, man, and his spine and stuff. And my uncle reached out to him in his sober state. He reached out to him, man, and like he tried to repair, but you know. It's never too late, but a person's mindset once their mind is set toward a certain reality or a certain thing, it's kind of hard to kind of like come back full circle and be like, okay, well I forgive you, but blah blah blah, because so much time has passed and so many it's been so much wrongdoing and miscommunication and whatever.
Debo just stepped in. Debo just stepped in.
What up, CX?
What's up?
Hold up,
my dad.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dix. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say my dad was alcoholic too, and he is. And it's the thing in my hometown. It's so small. All the police officers know you. You got to really do something crazy for them to like really go in on you in my small town because everybody know everybody. You go to kids for their school. They brother and your brother play football together. So it's that kind of community policing going on. So my dad had so many DUIs. They sent him to prison for 2 years. Like, they had got to the point, they told him, like, we not playing with you no more. It got to that point. So, and I was telling my wife about this, and she's like, so what did he do when he got out then? I said, he stopped driving. Because he stopped drinking, he stopped driving. And that's and she just knew I was going to say he stopped drinking and got it together, and he stopped driving. But, I got used to it, man. It's kind of like, dude, whatever. I'm just going to do what I got to do. And for me, it was motivation for me not to ever go down that path, to be honest with you.
Some people learn from other people's mistakes, and some people go down the same path.
That's the best way to learn, brother. Hey, it don't take me to go to jail to know I ain't supposed to be in jail.
Right.
Hey,
it ain't no place to be, man.
I hear that, man.
When I pretty much a jock in high school. I went to the military, and that's when I started drinking. And my dad was he was a functioning alcoholic, and he would have his little nips and get up in the morning and go to work like nothing happened. But I started to a point where I stopped drinking heavily about maybe going on 2 years, man. But it was like I had to have a beer. I couldn't have fun unless I had something to drink. I felt I couldn't go out and have a good time, man. And that, now I look at it like, what the hell was I thinking? But my point is that, you got weed and you got alcohol. You can go under the jail for having weed or selling weed, but alcohol has ruined so many lives and families, and it's all over the TV commercials and all that. And I just think it's ass backwards, man.
But you know why that is, though, right? You got to think about how many billionaires own these breweries.
Exactly.
Right? And
well, even before that, weed was taboo already because of cultural bias. People who were smoking weed were Native Americans.
Right, and that's what I was getting to. That's what I was getting to, especially like nowadays, to where when you look at, think about how much money that, weed, not just weed, but coke, heroin. Think about how much money that makes. How much money that makes on the street level, and like it's like you said, the taboo is attached to it because that this country it's not a cash crop of theirs. Now if we had plenty of if we had the fields here and the resources here, see, we wouldn't mind having a Mexican American farm in that land because that's our cash crop. But since it's not our cash crop, we can't tax it. and we can't, tax it the way we tax alcohol and cigarettes. A cigarette will get rid of you, man, quicker than a joint will. But
Yeah, right, well.
Well, let me say this, Hurst. When it comes to marijuana, I was smoking weed when I was 6 years old.
Dang.
Wow.
And, one thing I learned about marijuana is that marijuana actually is almost worse than a cigarette because of most people who smoke marijuana, they inhale it and hold it in longer than a person that smokes a cigarette.
Damn.
Yeah, that tar build up and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, if you're ingesting it, like an edible aspect, no.
Yeah.
Right.
Smoking wise, it's almost as worse.
Yeah.
And that's just like tobacco. I mean, when you look at just pure tobacco, like I said, I don't smoke.
Actually, yeah. Not too bad for you, just all the additives and stuff, man.
Exactly.
Do you guys go ahead?
Oh, you good. Go ahead.
Do you guys remember? Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm 34. I don't know how old everybody else is or how young everybody else is, but when I was a kid,
Same here.
Yeah. Okay. When I was a kid, they used to sell cigarette candy.
Yeah, I remember
that. You could puff the smoke off.
Yeah, I used to smoke them. I had a 2-pack a day habit.
It did. You know what I remember?
Yeah.
I'm a little older than you.
Remember Big League Chew?
I remember running to the store buying cigarettes for my mother when I was
me
like
too.
7.
Me too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When my mother used to be like, go light this on the stove for me. And I go light that on the stove. Then one day I took a hit of that joint and almost blew my chest.
Almost died. Yep.
My brother did that shit. Light it on the stove.
I used to find my mom's cigarettes and run them under the faucet in the sink and watch them blow up.
Damn.
I mean, not blow up. They just get big, right? Because the cotton swells.
Damn, right? Oh. But it's some bias. I mean, anything in moderation is okay with me, But I look at, they always say marijuana is a gateway drug, and it may be, but so is a wine cooler. They sell those though.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Marijuana, man. I've been around drugs all my life. My family used drugs like crazy. My father, mother, all that shit. So you either gonna use it or you gonna use it. Ain't no way around it. You feel what I'm saying? Because you have some people who never came from that, who end up the worstest addicts in the world. People who grew up around addicts and never even used the shit.
Exactly.
Right.
True.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, CS, because when I was in high school, I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, I didn't do nothing. When I got to college, I started rolling up. I ain't gonna lie. But I don't smoke anymore because I'm in the pharmaceutical industry. We get tested damn near every other week.
Man.
Yeah, I'm in the pharmaceutical industry too. Knew
somebody, Anthony Mims, man. Welcome to Talk That Stuff, man. How you doing?
Oh,
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Turn it down just a little bit, bro.
Your mic.
How's it going?
That's Gadget, right?
Yeah, it's Gadget.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
he said.
It's Gadget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got 3 profiles. I thought I invited somebody by mistake.
Hey, what's up, guys? I ain't talked to you in a while, man.
You ain't talked to nobody in a while.
No, you ain't talking to nobody, bro. You've been in a bunker somewhere.
Hey, and that's your Hurts. Yeah, that's your fault, Hurts. Leave that man be.
I'm on bump for CX because about 3 weeks ago.
I was concerned about that brother, man.
About 3 weeks ago, he was on the call and he told us he had a death in the family. So that's what you know.
Right.
Oh yeah, true. Real talk.
Loss,
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Hey man, that's why I'm saying. That's why I said where he's at. I was concerned. See, that was concern, brother. I wasn't poking the bear. I was just concerned about the brother.
Damage control on line 1.
I was messing with that damn machine for a little bit, man.
Hey, did you get that in the mail yet?
Nah.
Be there tomorrow. I sent it one day. It should have been, but it'll be there tomorrow, definitely.
Oh, them pad sensors?
Yeah. Hey, I got that micro. I'm gonna send that micro to you next week, man. You can strip it apart too. It's got a nice pad sensor in there too.
Okay.
Man, don't y'all know you selling that micro?
why you giving away pass sensors? You need to be trying to say something for yourself.
Hey, I got something.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you what, hey, I'm going lighter on these things, man. I've definitely stopped hitting them hard. I got it set.
I'm gonna start calling you pause, man. You be putting them paws on them Jones, man.
Hey man,
funny,
so what you working with now, CX? You on Fruity Loop still?
I ain't been making no music, man. I ain't made no music in like week and a half or so, man. I see my man Vaughn alerted me to that. Hertz got a 5,000 now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we own it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we own that.
He told me to come outside, so I'm already out here, but I'm sitting outside.
I can't even get a 500.
That live video was hilarious, man.
Look, hey, I'm gonna tell you what's funny about that, right? When I was coming home, I had the records in one hand, I had the 5,000 on my arm, and as soon as I set it up, I said, you know what? I'm not going to do a video because I know what everybody's gonna say. Then I said, you know what? Why not do a video? And I did one, man. So in the video, I had my hand over the camera. Then I moved my hand back. I said, I'm gonna sit there for a minute. I'm gonna see you gonna comment.
He was like opening the curtains with the church music.
This shit was dramatic as hell, man.
It hurts. Was that the first time? Was that the first time you used the 5,000?
Yeah, but not really because I had the 2,500. To me, it's the same machine.
A little different though. A little different.
Well, I mean, in terms of the functionality of, in terms of how you get to like certain windows and stuff, that's the same.
How you navigate it.
Yeah, how you
navigate it. It sounds a little fuller to me though.
Yeah,
you know
I got you.
You know what?
No, hey, hold on, Hertz. It hurts.
Yeah.
Hey, you talking to my guy all wrong, man.
Hey man, you keep soldering over there, man.
All right, man.
You making that lo-fi filter over there, Fat Vaughn?
Yeah. The lo-fi filters, I'm done with it now. That's it right there.
Oh,
so
okay.
now,
I need an oscillator. Man.
So, hey, this is it right here. This is the 555. I'm making a synth out of this.
What?
So I'll be done with this in a minute.
Hey man, get this guy out of here.
You do job with teenage engineering, man. For real, man.
But but you know,
I
think to me it's similar. Like I said, I was telling Fat Vaughn that I hadn't had a chance to go in and kind of like mess with the little, mess with everything in terms of everything that comes with the 5,000. But for like I said, like RTO was saying, like the functionality of it, it's 2,500 to me. Now, as far as the sound is a little bit. It's a little bit fuller, but it's not fuller than a 4,000 maybe.
Oh no. I mean the 4,000. The 4,000 is the 4,000, man. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this, sir. The 5,000 has the Fusion synth. It's like, I think it's between the Fusion, because I used to have a Alesis Fusion. The synth. That synth part is the Alesis.
Now that's what I had messed with yet. That's what I was intending to. I saw this today. I didn't see it last night, but I saw it today where it got a built-in synth.
Oh yeah. Is that kind of like the 8800? Because it got all the rolling sounds in it.
Yeah, well, it's better than the 8800 because with the 8800 you got to use part of your effects to bring that synth up. You know what I'm saying? But whereas though with the 5000, it's a dedicated synth.
Oh, okay. I'm at to check it out then, because a partner, he was like, he hit me up on the hangout while we was on hangout one Friday, but I missed his call. He said, so I was trying to call you, man, see if you want to keep the 5,000 for me, man, like until I get situated and moved and stuff. I was like, where is that now? He said, you can come to the crib and get it. This is after we got through digging yesterday. So I put it in the trash bag and put it in the back of the truck because I had my 4,000 with me too, because I was gonna get him to.
Oh, yo, CS, we could have got this dude, man. We could have got this dude.
Yeah, we could have really just hit him with the bumper move. He got out the whip.
Man, we could have.
That would have been it.
Flipped this whole shit over, man.
Like I told you, Digger, just get your guitar pedal to distract Fat Vaughn, but I ain't got no answer for you. He does what he wants.
Hey, I took your advice. I went to the guitar center and got like a bunch of like grenades, right? So whenever he follows me, I just throw one out the window. He gonna stop.
It's gonna buy you at least 15 minutes.
Right, and guitar pedal and tack switches. I'm good.
Hey, Vaughn, what you got a rack? What you got a rack of cassette tapes?
What are you talking about? Oh, that new video? No, man.
Yeah.
So I just bought a. It was $5. I paid for that KD05 at
Hold on, where
pawn
miles
shop. And so yeah, I just brought it home, and I played one of my cassettes in it. And I was like, man, this sounds good. So then I recorded the 404 SX directly into crystal clean, a slight bump in the low mid, sliat bump in the lows, and that I just bid on another one today. I'm trying to get two. I'm trying to get another one because it sounds amazing. So when I get that other one, I'm gonna put a lo-fi delay on the input of it. That way I can like have a tape deck and I can tweak on the way in.
That's what I'm gonna have to do.
Man.
I'm gonna have to start recording back into my ADATs.
Black man, black man. Fat Vaughn, you know what? I think you should seriously consider redoing the MacGyver theme music. I think you need a theme song.
Nah.
I remember. Y'all remember when Ja Rule did that?
Nah.
It was on the Light It Up soundtrack.
You know what? You know what? Now that you say that, I do remember it. Damn. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to ask a question, man. I wanted to ask a question about what we was talking about.
Uh-oh.
So, the majority of y'all don't smoke, but
no.
the majority of us having this conversation don't smoke. What's like when you work with artists? Like, what is your paradigm about them smoke? I mean, because weed and hip hop goes hand in hand.
I can tell you this: as a freelance engineer, man, I wouldn't take a job if I knew the folks were smoking unless I knew them, and then or I would do a pre-production meeting with them, and I would talk to them about the smoking thing, and I'll tell them my job.
Yep.
My last job was really heavy because of my security clearance, so I couldn't, and I was on flight staff on that job too, so I had to be careful. But most people were just, I was cool. I'm a cool dude, I guess. So they would be like, oh, okay, we'll still work with you, man. We'll just smoke outside, or we'll smoke only on this studio. So I had no problem with drugs, especially even when I'm as a songwriter too. When I was signed with the publishing houses, when I would go to certain females I would have to do co-writes with, they smoked weed in their house, so I couldn't go to their house and be like, yo, don't smoke in front of me. So it don't bother me, man.
For me, go ahead.
What I did too.
For me, I think it's very unprofessional and inconsiderate to walk up in somebody else's studio blazing up. I mean, that equipment costs a lot of money, and you just don't want any accidents to happen. And then the second thing was, I was in a group one time, and we got into it over this very subject because they wanted to smoke, and I had already booked studio time at a professional studio, and I'm like, dude, y'all can smoke when we finish. Like, and they was like literally trying to make a life decision, like, do we want to smoke or do we want to go record this song? I was like, really?
Most studios will let you record in it though. Most studios will let you smoke in there though. So
yeah, most of them don't let you.
I'm like, you could easily just go hot box in the car. Like, damn.
Step outside,
Good ass question, wow. That's a good question, man.
Yeah, I don't mess with folks who do too much drugs anyway.
If you're coming to my, I don't smoke and I don't drink, so if you come to my crib to hear beats or you come to shop beats or whatever, no, you can't smoke in here. So, I'm real selective of who I work with anyway. So I know pretty much, I know who I'm dealing with on the front end. So if I'm coming to your spot and you smoking, I'm gonna let you finish, or I'm gonna try to reschedule another time because I know a lot of dudes that that chief or whatever. But that's not my thing. But if you come in and visit me, you can't smoke in my spot at all. At all.
Me either, because
I can't tell you what to do at your crib. But like you said, most studios that this studio that they just built, that's like probably a stone's throw from Stax Records. You can't do it. You barely can eat in there. So.
But you know what hurts? Remember Gates that was at the joint with us that recorded.
Right.
Y'all remember Gates, right?
Mm-hmm.
When Gates would come over my house, Gates would, I got a back patio. He would just go out back and cheat, blow his brains out and come back in.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Because let's be honest, man.
Though it's like a lot, like you were saying earlier, Dixie, about just having it, just feeling like you had to do it because it was there. Like a lot of guys, they cheat themselves out of their own creativity because they actually believe that in the recesses of their mind, they believe that I gotta get zooted in order for me to do this. And a lot of it is just laziness on their part. You giving the drug of choice more power in your creativity. And I'm not saying that it hasn't been great things that came out of cats who do their thing or whatever. But especially if a dude garbage as hell. Like I've had some dudes that was super garbage. I'm like, man, I gotta be high when I rhyme. Like, well, you can't rhyme then.
Yeah, that's garbage. That's a cop out.
Yep.
I know. I remember when I was making. I remember when I would be making beats when I smoked, and sometimes it'd be a little crazy. It'd be out there or whatever, but never did I think that I could not do this not high. I'm like, I could do it regardless of the fact.
Like I said, I touched base on earlier. I'm actually grateful for the experience that I had in the military when I was in Germany, because my guys were like, okay, and that was the first time. And like I said, the first time, man, I went to sleep. I was like, I thought this was supposed to enhance my creativity. Now I'm not being productive.
Hey, wait! You were the guy. You were the guy on the couch on a half baked.
For me, my first experience, I just could not stop laughing. Like my roommate and I was redshirted with football. My first year of football in college, I was redshirted. So when a team would go travel, we kind of be left back on our own to do whatever we want to do, right? Mm-hmm. So some kind of way we got our hands on some green, and me and this dude Smoke, my roommate, we couldn't even look at each other without laughing. So like I had to like leave the room and go somewhere. Like, dude, it was crazy. I was like, I don't ever want to feel like that again. But I don't have control over my emotions,
Yeah. I remember the first time I smoked some actual bombs, some chronic, because he had Bammer and all that shit too. Yeah. But when he had
Bammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had that discussion. Because I asked Black Mav, what does Bama mean?
Right.
So, see, that's Bama. I'm talking about Bammer.
Yeah.
Like RBL, don't give me no Bammer weed.
Or what we call Babbage out here.
Yeah. The boo stuff.
Mm-hmm. Backyard boogie.
Yeah. See, I remember when the first time I smoked some actual chronic, it was me and my boys and his brother, and we was hotboxing or whatever, and we smoked. I hit that shit one time, throw it on fire. Like I had to drink 4 Snapples because that shit had me choking I don't know what. And we went to go see Money Talks.
Oh,
Lord. That was the funniest fucking movie in the world.
RTO, I don't even smoke, bro. And Money Talks is the funniest shit that I can watch on TV.
Man, you remember the part when he was in the car and the fire kind of went over his head?
Right.
Yeah. Oh my God, I was dying on that shit. That shit was hilarious.
My part when he in the helicopter, man, he everybody all right?
That movie was crazy.
The funny part was
don't split it 3 ways.
To be more specific, the funny part was here I was sitting down getting ready to write a Hot 16, everybody jamming to the beat, everybody doing the thing, and I wake up with 3 words on the page and drool out my mouth with my head on the table. And I'm
I tried to smoke some weed after 24 years last year when I was in Jamaica, and this was during the Pacquiao and Mayweather fight. I smoked that shit 3 o'clock. By the time I got back up, the fight was over.
Oh. You didn't miss nothing.
Go night.
Man, I said, and my chest felt like it was ready to explode. Man, I said, I see why I stopped smoking weed, man. 24 years.
Yeah, I just can't. Go ahead. My bad. No. I was done anyway.
My point in bringing it all up was it's such an integrated part of the culture where, in terms of who I deal with, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for people to separate hip hop from weed.
Nah, that's music in general, though, brother.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, reggae.
Willie Nelson, country music.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, man, I knew George Clinton.
Go ahead.
Let me tell y'all about Nashville and this drug system, man. I done seen more dudes do lines of whatever off of consoles, man. Don't get me started on Nashville right now, man.
No, do tell, Fat
That's
Von.
a different story. That's a different story over here. I ain't never done this shit.
Nah.
I didn't see.
I ain't never done it either. I'm just saying people was doing this. Like,
no, I know. I'm just saying.
I remember when I knew George Clinton personally, and I'm sitting there talking to him, and I done met George Clinton like 6 times. Like I knew his son Tracy and all that stuff, man. And I remember he told me when they did, I forgot which album they did, but he said him and Boosie and them, they did like a whole sheet of acid and did like 2 albums in 2 days.
Oh
wow.
That's a whole nother level,
I
right?
wonder what album that is, man.
That stuff they did back then. That's that stuff that have you, yo.
No, but to Wallace's initial question, it's cool with me as long as like you're not doing it like in the studio.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm saying go outside, go in the car or something, but don't do it in the studio.
I kind of hate to say it this way, but I'm actually grateful for coming up around addicts because it kind of kept my head on the straight and narrow. Like,
That's
man,
I want
to be, man, and and I mean that's about as real as it gets because you can actually see the effects. It's like, man, I don't want to be like that, and you see it here, you see it there, you see it, and that's kind of kept me. And then also, I'm grateful that I've never been a fall victim to peer pressure, man. I could have 1,000 people say, man, smoke that cigarette. No, man, I don't want to. I ain't going to smoke it. You get 1,000,000 people to tell me. I ain't going to do it. You know what I mean?
Just do it. Hey, but just do it for the fine, though.
Hey, excuse me, fellas. Hey, wide body, what's that M audio in the back? Action.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's back.
You got an action back there?
He on mute.
What's that? Oh, that's Fat Von.
Yeah, those are the monitors, man. I think.
No. I'm talking about that MIDI keyboard.
That's that ES88.
I'm talking about that MIDI keyboard in the back.
That's that ES88.
Yeah, that's my. I had her for a long time. Yeah. I just cleaned her up, man. I'm about to plug her in tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
She was sitting in the closet.
Speaking of which,
you got my address, right?
Yes, I do.
Put that on
yo, CX.
What's up?
Do you like that M3?
I love it, man. I wish I never got rid of it.
You got rid of it?
What
M3?
Man. What do you mean M3? What kind of
keyboard? Korg.
I'll say this. Korg was the one who invented. To me, they was the one that invented the player chord, put it on the pad with the M series, like the M3 and because that's one thing I loved about the M3. You could play a chord, and you got those pads. You can put that chord you played on a pad, and then you just be tapping the pad for each chord.
Gotcha.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen someone use that dude to be on YouTube.
Yeah, that M3, man. That M3. Yeah. I had a pimped out M3. I had the
Hey, yo, Fat Von Mundane, can we get that mix button, brother?
But you got a haircut.
You
got a haircut, you know? Wow. Man, you look like you just came from Paris Island, man.
Yeah.
I want Digger to go and sell that Phantom.
What, that Phantom?
Yeah.
Man.
That Digger got.
You got a Phantom, Hertz?
I told you I had a Phantom, man. I told you I had a Phantom.
G?
I had a Phantom S6. I got the original joint.
Oh, you got the F6.
Okay, I had a X4. I think X5. I think I sold it.
I had
I'm
an
still
S6.
mad about that shit to this day.
Yeah, I got the. That's what I got. I got the. Matter of fact, I sold. I swapped. I traded my 1000 for that keyboard.
Man, I miss my M3, man. My M3, the sounds in that joint was incredible because I had the EXS board inside of it.
Ooh.
With the Mars synth. And man, that thing was crazy, man. Like the sounds inside there, you can tell a lot of movies you hear where you think it's an orchestra, it's the Korg. It has to be like the Chronos or M3. It was it's either one of them that you hear in some of these mock-up orchestras. It's the Korg joint.
Wow.
Nice.
That's crazy, man.
Shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting on a Korg Trinity as well, just to see what it do.
Triton?
No,
Trinity.
Oh, I never.
I want to
It came out in '95.
Yeah, I remember the Trinity. The Trinity came out before the Triton, and
Korg Triton.
Right.
I got this Korg Triton.
Wait, who made the Oberheim?
Oberheim is an Oberheim.
Oh, shoot. I need one of those things, man. CX, you had an Oberheim?
No, my homeboy had my homeboy had the Oberheim Matrix.
There he is.
And some more stuff, man. The Matrix, the original Juno.
Juno.
Yeah, Juno. The original one.
Yeah.
Man, he had a rack of stuff, man. DX,
right?
Yeah, Korg makes the Oasis.
Okay.
G-Hop, let me tell you, man. You look, your hairline always existed, brother. It was just covered up by all the good stuff that was on top.
That's what I've been trying to tell them.
So it's like LeBron height. It's way up there, man.
Nah,
you decent. You look like somebody off one of them sleeping bag album covers that
they drew, man. a young Steezo or Maestro Fresh West.
Wow. But I would love to get my hands on a Roland D50.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you'll be surprised, man. I don't know how often you go to pawn shops when you like out and about, especially in St. Louis. Man,
I live near one. I need to start going in there.
Man, I'm telling you something. I've seen some remarkable stuff.
That's where I found my MV.
But those pawn shops, I found a new mark. Oh, you tuning bad.
You was auto tuning like
R.I.P. to Marion Barry's son. R.I.P. to Marion Barry's son, dead at 36 years old.
For real?
My wife woke me up to that one.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
Yeah,
OD.
OD. All right.
Wow.
My wife just put me up on this. We got like a mini Lebanon going on here in Milwaukee. National Guard deployed.
Yeah, I seen
Oh, you live in Milwaukee?
Yeah, I'm in Milwaukee, man.
Milwaukee.
I've been in Green Bay one time.
Happy days.
My life.
Happy days.
It's got all sorts of cars on fire and rioting. I'm like, whoa.
Right now?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
I just went through that last year.
They killed the guy that got killed up there.
Yeah, police shot a dude who refused to drop a gun that had 23 rounds in it. But it was more than that. That's just what the news is spinning. I'm just reading off, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know the story.
Man.
I'm just saying. And then rioting happened. 5 more people got killed, and then our governor just deployed the National Guard. And that was just today. So, like, it was all boiling.
Dude, I live 5 minutes from Ferguson. And let me tell you, my wife was pregnant at the time. It was like 8 o'clock at night. She said, man, I'm hungry. So she told me she wanted me to go get her something to eat. So, I had already heard about Mike Brown getting shot or getting killed or whatever, but everything was cool. This was like Saturday. Everything was cool. But Sunday night, so she asked me to go out and get her something to eat. So I go get her something to eat. And I don't know if you guys remember, if you saw on the news, that there was like a Target and a bunch of stores in this big plaza.
Yeah.
That's where I was. I live like 7 minutes from there.
Wow.
I was over there today. And then so and I noticed when I get there, it was so many cops in that plaza, dude. They had every parking space filled with a cop car. I was like, this ain't right. Something going on, So I went to Burger King. I'm in the drive-thru, and cops are shining their spotlights on us in the drive-thru. And at the time, I still don't know what's going on. So when I get home and turn on the news, that's when I found out that shit don't hit the fan. And, it was upheaval from there.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Every night sounded like I was in damn Little Baghdad or something. I stand on my porch and just hear bombs and something, and hear like gunshots. It was like all night long for like 7 days.
Military state, man.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Going downhill out here, man. Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. So I think somebody mentioned earlier that Ryan Lochte was robbed somebody, or he got robbed?
No, he got robbed.
He got robbed. Listen, he got robbed, and the IOC tried to hide it.
Oh,
the
man.
committee, the governing organization of the Olympics tried to hide it. They told them, don't say nothing.
But you know what though, man, it serves them right though, because this whole time all they've done, all the media has done is portrayed this very well. I mean, okay, some of the stuff might be true, but like this whole Zika virus shit, and they tried their best to like demonize this place before they even got there.
Talk to them.
So whatever
Up,
whatever they experiencing in light of all this, hey, it is what it is, man. How they demonize the shit out of it. So I listen to a lot of talk radio or whatever, sports radio, and so a lot of our local pundits, they'll ask the guys who are there like, so how's everything? Are you getting bit by mosquitoes? Like, dude, it's cool down here. Ain't nothing going on down there.
Oh man.
Ain't nothing going down here. It's cool. There's no mosquitoes out here. I've seen probably one or two, but that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all create this media, this firestorm, to create this mindset, and it's just a lot of crazy shit, man. So,
Fear mongering.
Media is the fourth branch of the government.
Oh boy.
Hey, but he got robbed. God damn, that's crazy though.
Yeah, I'm like, did he get robbed? Did he get robbed before he started competing or after?
No, he just got robbed.
Oh,
like,
it just
now.
happened. Okay.
Yeah, it
Did
just
y'all
happened.
see that video on Facebook that somebody posted up of them? The people just running up, just snatching people's stuff.
Oh yeah, I seen it, the little kids.
Yeah.
But you know what it is though, man.
It's
Like
any place like that.
This is the thing about Brazil.
Hell nah.
This is the
No.
thing about Brazil, man. Brazil is dealing with a whole lot of racism. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming to light because they keep the dark skinned Brazilians in favelas. Most of the dark skinned ones are in favelas. Most of the dark skinned ones are the main ones who are being targeted. But the fair color ones are the ones that are running everything. Plus, their whole economy is apart.
Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Very familiar.
Yeah, and then also, them favelas are one of the most dangerous places in the world.
You ever seen the movie? I know it's not. I don't think it's Brazilian. It's called The City of God.
That's Brazilian.
Oh,
Yeah, the City of God is Son of God.
Bruh, I watched that movie, man, and I'm telling you, my homeboy had been trying to get me to watch it for like a year. I'm like, dude, I don't want to watch that shit. He's like, man, he said, I'm telling you, dude, you need to see that movie. You gonna bug out.
That movie's good, man.
Is it on Netflix?
Yes, sir, it is.
I gotta find that.
What was the name of it?
City of God.
City of God.
City of God.
And it's another one they got called Man of something of God too, or something. It's kind of like a sequel to it in a sense.
Really?
But not. It's not really a sequel, but it's on the same thing.
Wow, man. But that movie, man, it bugged me out. I mean, I was like, dang, like this is real. This is really real.
Yeah. Yeah. Then in Brazil, you got a big crack problem too.
But you know their neighbors to the west, northwest, or whatever locality in, Venezuela going through a food crisis. So it's just bad.
Yeah, I have a friend from Venezuela in my class right now, and he talk about the situation he was in, man. He's lucky he's in Florida right now, man.
Man, I bet people in the chat like, man, they don't turn this thing into social studies.
But you know what? It's real. You know what I'm saying? It's happening, man. So
Yeah, it inspires the music.
Yeah, we were watching. I was watching something earlier, so I didn't even know that they charge for what you would pay for a carton of milk, a 2% milk. Them people paying like 100% mark. It's 100% markup on their food, like damn near.
Wow.
And like if you go to the store and pay $3.25 for a gallon, you're gonna pay about close to $50 for a gallon of milk in Venezuela. Or more.
Economy shot. Economy knocked up.
Man, gas is like $1.50 less right now in Florida.
How you know what the gas is?
Yeah, you ain't got no car, cuz. Shut up.
I walk by the gas station every day. My roommate has a car, and the gas is below $1.50 right now.
You got a license, man?
I ain't got no license.
I bought honestly, I might have to get one in a little bit. I kind of feel like
Whoa! Whoa!
And
I can't afford a car, but
whoa!
You know what I mean? But still.
But didn't I tell you? I said, nah,
Yeah,
We all told you, bro.
Look,
Yo, man, it's a mother.
No, the only reason is I wanted to like learn the hard way, because that's how.
At least you admitting it.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly. I know. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But I wanted to learn the hard way.
You learn one thing. You learn one thing. I need a fucking car.
G-Hop. When I was in college, I had a car, and whenever I felt like I wanted to learn the hard way, I didn't drive it that day. But not having a car.
There you go, man. Yeah, but like the only thing, man, like, I mean,
boy,
it depends.
Hey, hold on, G-Hop. Check this out though. Hey, it's a couple of digging spots in that. Ooh, it's some good ones too in that area, right? So I'm just picturing you on a swing with like 50 records on each side of your handlebars.
With no basket on the front.
You trying to maneuver through the heat, that bad Orlando traffic, man. I'm telling you, brother.
Put a little basket
and
on
then
the
too, God forbid, but you'll never catch me walking in Florida if I can help it, because they will start. Somebody can walk up to you, slap you. You whoop their ass, they shoot you and claim stand your ground.
There you go.
Hey, especially in northern, in central Florida.
Stay outside of Stay outside of Texas.
I don't play around.
Hey, Texas, you can have no conceal. You can just carry like hanging on your back.
They about to do
that in a lot of states.
They about to do that here.
It's loopholes in that shit though. So
you can do that in a lot of states, man.
Yeah, but it's loopholes. There's loopholes in that though. They say you can open carry, but
you can open carry AR-15s in certain establishments, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you can't carry. You can't conceal and carry on campus here.
Of course you can.
You just
Well, you can carry up here.
No, you can't. The campus law, the security talked about this. The campus law trumps the state law.
So you
can't conceal and carry on campus.
We understand that.
I gotta stop the broadcast, man. Hold on for a minute. Let me stop it. Hold on. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, Talk That Stuff was so short this week. Got a new schedule. Got to be up early. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Once again, for Talk That Stuff 14. I'm your host, DJ Wild Body. I'd like to thank CX, the producer, Dixie Freely. I am Digger Hertz, Fat Bomb Free, G-Hop, a.k.a. Push It Back, Old Train. Mr. Wallace, RTO, Wade, and I am DJ Wild Body.
Wow.
Peace.